Shalom Aleichem Rabotai. Mishnah Yomi is continuing in the first chapter of Yoma at Mishnah Chetz for Isru Chag for the day after Shavuot. So B'chol Yom Tormin at the Mizbeach. Every day they would take a truma off the Mizbeach, and this truma was a scoop of ashes which were removed from the ashes of the offerings brought the night before. When would they do this? But Kriyat together, Osamachlo, Bein Lefanav, Bein Le'acharav. At the time of the calling of the gever. Now, gever might mean a rooster, or it might also mean a person whose job it was to announce the crack of dawn. So it could be a little bit before this or a little bit after this, but right around the crack of dawn, they would scoop some ashes for trumat the mizbeach, and they start setting up the mizbeach, bringing the firewood and setting it up for that day's offerings. B'Yom Kippurim mechatzot. But on Yom Kippur, they would do the trumat haDeshen and start arranging the mizbeach for that day from chatzot. There's a discussion whether the Cohen Gadol himself would do trumat haDeshen or another Cohen was allowed to do it. Uberagolim, and on festivals, on holidays, me'ashmura rishona. They would go even earlier than chatzot. This chatzot is midnight. There's a chatzot midday, and there's a chatzot midnight. So me'ashmura rishona is from the first watch. Now we might recall the Gemara in the first parak of Brachot says there's 3 or 4 watches in the night. So if you're 1 watch into the night, maybe you're about 10 p.m., so it's even before midnight. They would do trumat haDeshen and start arranging the mizbeach. And the Mishnah explains why. V'lo hayta kriyat hagever magat, and they hadn't even reached the time of kriyat hagever, which we call is right around daybreak, ad shehayta azora meleya miyisrael, until the courtyard of the temple was full of Jews, not just Kohanim, but Jews, bringing their karbanot. And keep in mind, it's Yom Tov, it's regolim, so everyone's bringing their olat re'iyah, their shalmei chagiga, they're bringing their offerings, so they want to be first in line to bring it right after the tamid shel shachar. So therefore, the trumat haDeshen for the mizbeach and the setup of the mizbeach had to be done before that, before all the Jews started to arrive into the temple courtyard. Great, let's go on to Perek Beis, chapter 2, Barishona. Originally, Kol mi sherotzi li trumat hamizbeach torem. Anyone who wanted to do trumat haDeshen was allowed to do it. And this is talking about the Kohanim who were on duty that day. Any one of those Kohanim on duty could go ahead and do trumat haDeshen. Bizman shehed merubin, when a lot of people wanted to do it, ratzin ba'olin ba'kevesh. They would have a foot race. They would race up the ramp. V'chol hakodem et chavero ba'arba amot zacha. Whoever got within the 4 final amot to the top first, that was the finish line within 4 amot of the top, he would be zoche. He would win the right to do the trumat haDeshen. If there was a tie, then the appointed official in charge of the lotteries, in charge of picking who does what, he would tell them, hatzbi'u, put out an etzba, a circle. So what's going on is they would stand in a circle and put their fingers into the circle, and they'd pick a random number. The mamuneh, the appointed official, would pick a random number and start counting down fingers, and whoever ends at that last number wins the right. Umahen motziin, what would they put in? Achat l'shtayim, 1 finger, or if he's got a little bit low elena arthritis, he could stick 2 fingers in at once, together. V'ein motziin agudol b'mikdash, but you don't stick your thumb into the circle when we're doing this count-off lottery, countdown in the mikdash. The issue is someone sticking out their thumb, they might cheat by sticking out a thumb and a finger and kind of counting ahead and seeing where the count's going to end, and they could tuck in their pinky and stick out their thumb, or vice versa. So no shtick. And we're going to learn tomorrow why they discontinued the foot race method. Yashar kuchachem, be well.